Well, hello there, St. Luke's. It's good to be back with you all for this midweek message. I'm sitting here on May 1st in the afternoon here, and just reflecting, as I want to do, on this past Sunday and just how glorious it was, particularly the confirmation was, well, both services were wonderful with Bishop Lawrence back, and he was has been such a powerful influence and a encouragement to so many of us. I know myself and Greg included, but not just for clergy, but for laity also. And so it was great to have him back. And he preached, as he does, wonderfully and powerfully. And then the confirmation, reception, and affirmation at 10:30 was just as we had hoped. It did take long because we had 34 people who were lovingly not only confirmed or sort of the bishop would put his hands on you and pray for you, but also he had sort of specific prayers for various people, and it was a sweet time. Deacon Kathy was back in serving the bishop, and as I made a joke, getting the band back together, but as she has done for many, many years. And it was just a wonderful event. And so if you're interested, it's on the internet, on YouTube. But thank you for all who participated, all who went through the class, all who helped with the sort of the preparation before and after. We're just grateful. We're grateful that there was a sweet spirit about the place, and it was a joy. It was a joy to behold. So thank you for that. So just a few announcements this week. We've got another big Sunday coming up. We have, but before Sunday, on Saturday, we have our Derby Day, sponsored by the BMOC. This is from 5 to 8. It is not too late to register, and it will be a fun time of fellowship for all, and we are hoping that you will be able to join us. But in addition to it being the Derby Day, it is going to be the going away party for our own beloved curate for youth and family, Patrick Weber. But don't take it from me, take it from him. Take it away, Patrick.
You just stop it. I can edit it. Ready, Jen?
Wildly.
Ready, Jen? You gotta look at the camera.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Hey there, St. Luke's. We just wanted to interrupt the midweek message and say thank you for how gracious and welcoming and just a family that you've been to us this past year. And as you know, we're leaving this Sunday to go up to Nashotah House Theological Seminary, where I'll begin the 3-year journey of seminary. But this isn't a goodbye. This is a see you soon. And so in the spirit of saying goodbye, just to see you soon though, this Saturday is the Kentucky Derby Day Bash, hosted by the BMOC at the Krantz Fellowship Hall, and it's a sort of a goodbye party for us until we see you all next summer. And so we would love for all of you to come and just be a part of the celebration, with the women wearing the big Derby Day hats and gentlemen wearing seersucker and linen. And so we just want to say thank you as a family for how good you've been to us this past year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, straight from Patrick and Danielle and Jane themselves, that we're hoping that you will be able to make it this Saturday night for a wonderful, promisingly tearful, albeit bittersweet, joyful goodbye. As we here at St. Luke's have not only benefited from their ministry, but also we are now investing in the future of the church. That someday, quite soon, Patrick will be called to teach and preach and lead, shepherd, disciple, and equip the people for the work of ministry in a way that to be set apart, which is what this ordination, the ultimate goal of the seminary to be ordained, will do. And so it's an honor to be in part of seeding into the future of the church. It's an obligation, frankly, for the church to take care of the successive generations, and it is a joy. So we will be continuing to get updates from them. Look forward to all that the Lord has in store for them at Nashotah. But we will say goodbye to him officially. We'll say so long on this Sunday at both services. So please mark your calendar and come. If you're not able to come Saturday night, and you're able to come Sunday, know that you'll be able to, at the very least, watch us give him a blessing and a fond farewell as we send them up to begin this important work of training for the work of ministry. Okay, this Sunday also, we are welcoming our own Betsy Hake from Jericho Mission back here. She will be she will be giving a short update at the services, but also she will be taking the Rector's Forum because the entire month of May will be our missions month, and so during missions month we have allowed the Rector's Forum to be the place where we get to hear from our missionaries. It's so exciting. I remember as a young child having the people come back and talk about these far-reaching places that I never thought I would go, like Azerbaijan or Turkmenistan or Appalachia. So I did think we'd go there. But at any rate, so we're going to hear from Betsy Hake. We're starting off with a bang. So come and hear all that the Lord is doing through you with Betsy and Jericho Mission for the sake of the gospel, for the sake of the lost, the hurt, and the needy. And so that will be this Sunday. And all through the month of May, the Church Mouse has graciously allowed us to do a matching grant for the missions committee of up to $20,000, and so that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of support, and we're so excited about that. And so please, if you have been waiting, or this is where you have finally gotten your inspiration to give, this is your month, because all of our missionaries are worthy. They've been vetted, they've been prayed for. We pray for them every Sunday, and they're doing the Lord's work through our support for the outgrowth and sake of His kingdom. So I'm excited. I was actually out of town for most of Missions Month last year, and so I'm looking forward to making these sort of acquaintances, although I have met Betsy a number of times, and they're looking forward to welcoming her back to St. Luke's this Sunday. So please come for that. Okay, also this Sunday at the 10:30 service, we are having our children's musical. So there's going to be an overload of emotion. There's going to be bittersweet tears for leaving Patrick and Danielle. There's going to be joyful sort of celebration for what the Lord is doing in Honduras, and there will be an explosion of cuteness and, as I said on Sunday, adorability. I think that's a word. At any rate, but it's not just cuteness, because they're actually giving us preaching a story, preaching an account from the Bible, albeit in a somewhat we should say non-literal way, or at least the account is taking some artistic license. But you just take my word for it. But at any rate, it's the children's music is David and the Giants, and it's both the Nicholas and Canterbury choirs. So all of our children that sing and now act. So prepare yourself. The sermon will be a short homily at the 10:30 service after the play put on by our own outgoing now seminarian Patrick Weber. So that'll be the 10:30. There'll be a normal regular sermon full length at the 8 o'clock, but we are compensating a little bit for the allowance of our children to embody this amazing story of David and Goliath, this amazing account of God's faithfulness through his servant David to deliver his people from the giant Philistine. And so there will be a cameo for this giant Philistine, so I don't want to give it away, but suffice it to say, it could be a moment where a star is born. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, well, there's a number of other things going on, but none of them are pressing for this. But one thing, there's a point of information that I wanted to share with you, and that is that we have been trying to keep our plans for the future with regards to our now vacant youth and family minister under wraps, not because we haven't been planning and are joyful, but simply because I was trying to not step on Patrick's departure, because no one wants to say, see you, buddy, don't let the door hit you on the way out. We've already got someone. But suffice it to say, we are going to announce, as I was planning on announcing this next week, but the diocesan news agency didn't get my memo, or they didn't ask me, which is fine, but they already have made the announcement that the Reverend Jacob Rogers is coming to be our associate for family and discipleship and family ministries, the associate for discipleship and family members. He's an ordained priest. He has a wife and 3 children. And we have a video of him after this, so stay tuned. I'll get out of the way here in just a second. But I wanted you to know that the whole process that has taken both Patrick and his pivot away from resident distant seminary to residential that was initially quite concerning, only because we didn't know what we were going to do. The way the Lord has orchestrated this sort of transition has been nothing other than miraculous, because it was not only or Patrick and Jacob were friends before. Jacob was one of Father Kelly's star pupils at Nashotah House, so there's a long relationship there. We became fast friends, and it just all came together in such a way that, well, the Lord was certainly in the details here. And so we have been excited about this for months, but because of a variety of reasons, we wanted to, not the least of which, we didn't want to overshadow Patrick's departure. We waited on this announcement, but the cat's out of the bag. So we're going to welcome Jacob and his family. So Jacob, take it away.
Hello, St. Luke's. My name is Father Jacob Rogers, and this is my family. This is my wife, April. This is Zoe. She's 9, almost 10. And this is Lydia. She is 7. And this is Phineas. He is 3 weeks old. We are so excited and overjoyed to be coming to St. Luke's to be part of your family. And we cannot wait to meet all of you in person. But for now, we'll just say see ya. See ya soon!
Well, we can't wait to introduce you all in person to Father Jacob and his family. His first official day will be June 2nd, where I believe he will be preaching. So, and Kelly will have been returned from his exorcism training in the Vatican, in Rome. And so that will be quite an exciting day. You'll get to hear from Jacob regarding, just hear his first sermon. Not ever preached, just here. And then also we're going to get an in-depth, hopefully not a sort of a demonstration, although we'll be prepared, but at the very least an explanation of all of the things that Kelly learned over at the Vatican in this amazing class, which we'll hear more about. But suffice it to say, we're praying for them, and I'll give you more information about that next week as he begins. So I think those are all the announcements. A lot going on. There's a lot of joy, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, and just in the midst of it all, the Lord's promises remain fast and secure. His mercies are new every morning, and his gospel that has been and is and will by his grace continue to be faithfully proclaimed here at St. Luke's week in and week out will continue to draw sinners to their knees, where they will find the mercy seat and the grace of God that sustains. They will send them out refreshed and renewed to preach something of his love and grace to a lost and hurting world. So it's with that joy and in that promise and with that hope that we continue to persevere here in the Lord's Vineyard on Hilton Head Island. So, okay, we'll look forward to seeing you all Sunday, if not before, not at the BMOC many. So take care and God bless. Hey, what's up?